Oblivion adventure. The dream. Danny said bye to his friends and hit the sack, only if they were any real. His sleep sank deeper and deeper until he ended up in a paradise not even made by the artery of imagination. He found himself in an alone barren land with echoes louder than thoughts. He was in an unknown, unworldly place, confused even if this place can be called a place. Life here was as well established as flying cars were in the 20th century. Suddenly the sun extinguished, and the dreary dark sky arose with the wind divisioning him. In the horizon stretching till infinity, he saw a shadowy figure, but the slither in the distance sighed its proximity. After it came closer, he saw someone else also stuck in this weird place. It was like finding a patch of green in an ever-widening desert. He hesitantly asked the lady, "I am Danny, can I know your good name?" To which she replied, "I forgot to believe in what I see and what I hear, and you are asking me my name?" She continued and said, "You will too leave me as they did." Danny was confused by her utterance but avoided interrogating her further. Danny got some flashbacks and heard the only words, "Seek the edge." His flashbacks ended and he knew if he stood here unmoved, he would starve to death. So he ventured in an arbitrary straight path and took the lady with him. The lady questioned, "Where are you going?" To which he answered, "Some place which is not this." Many hours passed, but nothing seemed new. Danny started running, but he felt no loss of stamina. He sprinted swifter but still didn't feel a drop of exhaustion. Weird as it may seem, he didn't question much. As he wandered, he saw a cliff. He screamed in joy, "Yes, something new!" He wanted to look for what was covered by the cliff, but the valley seemed it had no surface. The closer he went, the weirder it became. His eyes started to shudder and time started behaving abruptly. The lady screamed, "Don't go any more near the edge, we can't reach it!" And further said, "They don't want us to get there." Danny listened to her but couldn't connect the dots. Who were they? What is at and after the edge? Who is the lady? From where did she come and who left her? What is even this place? Was the question in his mind. Suddenly the flashback came. Seek the edge. It was just 3 words. Seek the edge. He ran to the edge and the lady followed him as well. The world became stranger and stranger as he came closer. Suddenly the land slid and he was about to fall into the void, but he was saved by the lady. He thanked her and continued. Danny and the lady started talking to each other and discovered that you don't need water or food to survive. Danny discussed that his sister was the only one dear to him. The lady interrupted and said, "The world was ended by global warming and all land turned into desert, and all water dried up leaving the desert itself." She said, "We are on an island and therefore we are stuck. No help would come and save us. Most likely we are the only ones present." Danny cried and said, "I don't want to live anymore because she was everything I had." The lady said, "That's the same thing my friends did and left me alive to rot. Will you too leave me?" Danny was connecting some dots but was still confused by what she meant when she said, "They don't want us to get there?" But then, the flashback became louder and louder, as if someone was pleading with him to get to the edge. Soon, the lady fell asleep in a deep sleep. Danny took off to the edge. The world again became stranger but he kept on. He reached the edge and saw the deep void. He trembled and heard a falling sound. He woke up from his dream, a dream he sees every day, frame by frame. Danny was traumatized from his sister's death, the only one he loved. That day when Danny came after playing with his friends, he saw his sister hang in her bedroom. It was a view he didn't expect that day. But what happened? What happened? Danny and his sister were not the brightest among the average students. Danny's sister was older than him. Their parents always pressured them to score well in academics. The only one they were friendly with was their teacher Sugan, and her favorite quote which motivated the siblings was, "Hope for the best, plan for the worst." The only hope for their family was Danny, therefore they tried to keep the siblings apart. All the sister's friends left her because of her unintelligence. The only one in her life was Danny, as he was the only one who cared for her. Their life was restricted, especially the sister, but the brother was given more pressure to study. This is what is referred to as seek the edge, and this social restriction is the barren land. The lady, his sister, didn't want him to leave her, as he was the only last person to put faith on and keep trust on. They are the parents, not wanting both to seek the edge together. The global warming is indicative of this living hell which left them stranded in this desert. And the day when the sister failed for the third time, she took her life, hence asleep in a deep sleep the lady was at the end.